Happy International Women's Day, and welcome to this episode of Blown Podcast. With me is my friend and esteemed guest,
Onyechi.
Please, can you introduce yourself a bit?
Okay, hi, hello everybody. My name is Onyechi, and I'm glad to be here. I am first and foremost a staunch feminist. It's like
Staunch.
because if I wasn't, I wouldn't be here. And a lover girl, because even feminists are lover girls too. But yeah, that's who I am. That's all you need to know.
So Onyechi, the staunch feminist, what is one stereotype about women that annoys you so bad? Like it gets on your last nerve?
I would say for me, it's emotions.
Okay.
You know, like I feel when you hear people talk about emotions, they talk about how women are so emotional compared to men. We're so emotional. Everything we do has to do with emotions.
We don't think about our
And
heads.
it's so funny because I think men are more emotional.
Right?
Because I think people forget that anger is an emotion. Like,
Yes, it is.
It's an emotion that you can choose to do something with, and they do a lot.
They do a whole
They do
lot.
a lot with it. So yes, that's one stereotype that pisses me off.
Okay, so what's one thing you think men get away with? Like that every time a woman does it, she's judged for it. But when a man does it, he's probably celebrated for it. What do you think?
That's a good question.
Thank you.
Okay, what's something? Do I get to think? Do I get a moment to think?
No, you don't, please.
Oh my God.
On the spot.
Okay. I feel when it comes to like men and women,
Okay.
this is hard though. I feel like I had an answer, but that's flown out of my head. But anyway, I think men, or rather women, get judged so much about sex. That's the answer. Sex.
That's true.
It's sex. There's nothing that beats that. It's sex. Like, we're all sexual beings, right? So why is it that women cannot just have sex and everybody goes about their day?
Yeah.
Like, oh, you had sex with this person and they're slut shaming you. But then when a man has sex with someone, they're congratulating him. Like he has fought the troll in the village. He's now the village champion. I don't get it. It doesn't make sense. But yeah, it has to be sex.
And they give you that line of one key can open one padlock. How do they say it?
The master key.
That thing is
fucking
so
master key.
irritating.
Like, it doesn't even, I feel like when it comes to being a whore or sleeping around, it has everything to do with character and not your gender. So the person that gets run through, whether you're the one sleeping with people or people are
sleeping with you.
because at the end of the day, now the same thing all of us they do.
Yeah.
It doesn't change the fact that a hoe is a hoe.
Yeah.
Be it a man or a woman. So like, why make it a women's thing? It doesn't make sense.
So this segment, Onyechi, you're going to be on the hot seat. I'm going to be asking you two options. Pick one. Don't think about, just pick one.
Is it just like a direct answer or do I explain?
So for this particular one, you can decide to explain. You can, but very short. Just want something on the spot.
Okay,
now, marriage or money?
That's hard.
I just marriage or money?
Okay, marriage.
Marriage.
Yes, I know it's odd, right?
Before money.
You didn't say which comes first. You said or. You said or.
Don't use semantics for me, Onyechi. Pick one: marriage or money.
I'm a lover girl.
So you pick marriage over money?
Why can't I have both?
Fine.
Why are you dealing in extremes?
That's fine. Soft life or independence woman grind?
The fuck? Soft life. I don't understand.
Stay at home wife or career woman?
That's hard. That's hard. Because, like, it's just so nice to just be taken care of, like, to just be pampered.
You want to eat your cake and have it?
I want to eat my cake and have it. You know, like, I want to just be there.
Oh, my God.
No. I'm going to work, bitch.
Okay.
So I'm gonna work.
After all these years. Oh my God.
Yes, but I'm going to work. Like,
Okay.
I'll be so bored. What will I do with myself?
Oh, jeez. Love or respect in a relationship?
I don't understand.
You either pick one, love or respect in a relationship.
Okay, I have a good answer for this.
Okay.
I think they're intertwined. I don't think you can love somebody and not respect them. That's not true love.
But do you think you can respect somebody without loving them?
Can you respect somebody?
So
yes,
are they intertwined?
Okay, you have a point. You can respect somebody without loving them, but you can't truly love somebody without respecting them.
You can't?
No, you
think
can't.
So?
It's not true love. It's fiction. It's made up. It's what you think you love the person. Or you don't truly love that person.
Okay, so I have a question. Do you think feminism is misunderstood in Nigeria? Not just in Nigeria, in this era of Nigeria, like in this generation of Nigerians, like upcoming Nigerians that we have, do you think feminism is misunderstood?
Well, of course, like
Okay.
it's so evident, particularly when you look at social media, Twitter. Twitter is the culprit.
Oh,
Particularly
Twitter.
when you look at Twitter.
Sorry, it's called X now.
Please, I beg, I beg. My parents gave me Uinichi. You didn't see me changing my name. Exactly. But anyway, particularly Twitter, because I feel like there is this well, let's say stigma. Like people feel when somebody looks at you and like, oh, you're a feminist, and then they give you this. Look, I'll be very honest. Once upon a time, I took out the feminist. It used to always be on my bio,
Yeah.
on my Instagram, on my Twitter. And in that period, it was just so messy. Like you're on Twitter, and I was seeing these people calling themselves feminists, and I was like, that's not feminism. And I didn't want to associate myself with that brand of feminism.
Okay.
So I would say those people that did that thing that they called feminism that isn't feminism, they kind of altered what feminism is in Nigeria. And then many women just didn't want to be associated with it. So you now hear this term, I'm a feminist, but I'm not a
Nigerian
feminist. I'm not a Nigerian feminist. I'm not an angry feminist.
An angry or
You
bitter
understand? I'm a
feminist.
bitter feminist. But it's just feminism.
I feel like these days feminism has been so tied to being bitter, to misandry. So there's a difference between being a feminist and hating men.
So here's what I think on that topic. The thing is, I don't know if you've seen this thing that's going on where you say, oh, women in male dominated fields.
Yeah.
So I think women have just been suppressed
A lot.
in a lot of instances, particularly when it comes to sex. But let's not go into that. And
We'll go into that later.
And you see people just, you know what? I just want to show these people that me safe. I feed one. You get. So that's where it started from. It became more like a gender war, and that's where the whole anger thing came from. And then we now had real misandries hiding behind the feminism.
Who claim to be feminism, feminist rather.
But if you truly understand what feminism is, you would understand that you and I cannot be without feminism.
Without feminism.
Like, we cannot be where we are. We cannot be discussing this topic without feminism.
We won't even have the voice.
Do you understand? Because how do you even want to work? Okay, which husband would have given us money to come here?
Come here and start talking about them.
So I feel even men, you even hear like some men say, "Oh, I'm a feminist." When I hear men say, "I'm a feminist," I just look at them, I'm like, "Give me a handshake, bro." Like, you know what's up? You know what's up? Because if you didn't support feminism, then where's your mom?
Where's your mom? Yeah.
Where's your mom? Like, what's the relationship there? So
I feel like for me, growing up, my dad is a feminist, by the way. I got exposed, like I think you said earlier, I got exposed to the whole thing very, very early. My dad is a feminist and he's a philosopher. My mom did a master's in feminism and gender studies and blah, 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 blah.
Nice.
So it's a culture in my house. And in my house, growing up, the gender roles are quite reversed. My dad is a soft type. My dad is the type that he doesn't... My dad is just there with his books. As long as his books are there for him, he doesn't care about every other thing. My mom is more of the one that is, she's the farmer, she's the changing light bulbs. So at this time, a bird entered our house, it flew in. So I grew up in the village, so there's lots of trees. So a bird flew into our house, and my father flew on the couch.
I'm screaming, please.
My father flies on the couch, and he's shouting, Amaka, hey, kill that bird. And my mom turns and she looks at
your
him.
dad is a princess. No, there are no two ways about it. Your dad is a princess.
And my mom stands at him, and she looks at him.
I love
And she goes, look at you. And he's like, kill that bird. And when she was done dealing with the bird and everything, it was so funny. And nobody felt, oh, he's a weaker man, or he's less of a man because he couldn't kill a pigeon.
Do you get?
Another thing is that for me, another culture that I thought I learned, or I don't call myself a feminist anymore. I've had people tell me that they didn't push a relationship with me because they saw feminism or a feminist on my Twitter bio or my Instagram bio or whatever bio they saw. And it made them not want to approach me or made them not want to engage with me because they thought I would be one of these, which makes me understand your point of not wanting to associate with those particular. So now I go by womanist because
that's fair.
You know what womanism is. So I am more of a womanist.
Is feminism.
Yes, it is. It is feminism to an extent, but it deals with mostly like black people, black women.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm a womanist more than I am a feminist. So it's not now, because I think now people are more concerned with, oh, am I allowed to show my nipples? My dear, show your nipples if you want to show your nipples.
I feel like when you think about these new terms that are being coined, like womanist, That's just people are just trying to step away from the stigma that feminism has become. And I just think at the end of the day, we all just need to come together as ourselves and agree that we're just gonna call it feminism. See,
So I don't agree with that.
See, I'm not going to now say, oh, because this is what the stereotype now seems like. It's just like me now coming and I'm Igbo. And I say, oh, because I live in Lagos and there's a stereotype that Igbo people are this type of way, so I'm gonna change my name to Diola. That's bullshit.
Your father will even kill you.
That's bullshit. The stereotype will remain. Do you understand? And let people do what they want to do with that stereotype. The question is, how do I as a person imbibe feminism? You know, it's so interesting. When I was in uni, back in those days.
It hasn't been that long. It hasn't been that long.
When I was in uni,
yeah,
I feel people didn't like me.
Okay, they probably didn't.
Please shut up. I feel people didn't like me because you know that time I used to carry feminism on my head like this. I used to carry it on my head. I even had a particular female friend that then she didn't like me, like in our 100 level, 200 level. We eventually became friends and she was like, oh, I didn't know you were this kind of person. But then I was so big on this feminism thing that you cannot even downplay women around me. I'm going to give it to you hot. And, you know, people didn't like me. But then I just asked myself, okay, so why don't you like me? Because I'm saying that women should have equal rights. Come off it now.
Yeah.
Like, make it make sense. It's a simple case of, like me now, like I said, I'm a lover girl. I'm a lover girl to the T. So I cannot be hating on men. Do you understand? Like, I love men. Please.
I say it all the time. I'm a feminist, but I love men.
But I also love myself.
That sounds so.
I also love myself, and I also love other women.
Yeah.
And you know, you need to show that as a woman, I should be able to do this thing. Because back then in school, you hear somebody say, oh, you cannot be this, you cannot. And back then, because I studied engineering, so you can imagine. Women in male-dominated fields. But then they will say, oh, a woman could not be the president. And I'm like, why? Like, okay, tell me why. Guess what?
Why?
Guess who became the president?
You, I'm guessing.
I did become the president of my department. First ever.
And nobody rested after that.
And like nobody died.
Nobody died. So the world didn't change.
You now ask yourself, what is the reason? Because then they were not selling forms to
girls. Are you serious?
You could only buy a form as a vice president. Okay, so what's the reason? Why?
You need to stop all that.
Like make it make sense. And those were the issues. That's the issue I have.
Okay, next thing. Do you think women that propose to men, what are your thoughts on that? Oyichi, I know that you're going to say right now that you can propose to a man.
Hey, I can never.
You can't.
I can't. Please, let a man be a man and let a woman be a woman.
Okay. Are you not just like what's the English now? Are you not just contradicting yourself?
No, I'm not. See, the thing is, I'm not asking for equality. No. Please,
really?
Make no mistake. There are gender rules.
Okay.
Yes. I'm not asking that we be equal. We can never be equal. What I can do, a man, like some things I can do. I gym. There's no way me and that man are carrying the same thing. In fact, if I see a man struggling with what I'm carrying, I'm just looking at him like, Ole, what are you doing?
Okay.
Man up. You know, that kind of stuff. So we are not the same. We can never be the same. There would always be gender rules. And as far as I'm concerned, in the case of proposals, that's a motherfucking man's rule. Like, you cannot catch me dead proposing. No, it's different. Can I be the one to approach a man first?
Okay.
Yes, definitely. I'm going to leave in my feminine.
So you can ask a man out?
I can ask a man out.
But you would not
man
to marry you?
God, hell no. That would never happen. What do you, please, we have cultures and traditions. You know, when you say these things, you have to look at our traditions as Africans, as Nigerians, as an Igbo woman.
Okay.
Why I go? In whose house? Which woman now would support that? My daddy. See, let's be for real, please. That doesn't make sense. Mm-hmm. To me, everybody, to each their own. To each their own. But
I don't think I could propose. I think I'm very. I'd like to see myself as very enlightened and very forward and blah 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 blah. But I would not be. I don't even ask men out, anyways. So,
like I said, the thing is, I really do believe in being with a man that wants to be a man. Like a man that enjoys being a man. Do you understand?
Yeah.
A man that derives joy from being
Being
a
a man.
Now, how can I be with such a person and propose to them? Unless I'm not with a man.
Yeah.
With a man. Do you understand?
Oops.
Like a man that looks at me and is like, oh, I want to give you that soft leaving. That's what I want. So how am I going to propose to such a man? He's going to be the one holding my door, pampering me, telling me, baby, don't cook now. You're going to be stressed. Do you understand?
I love that.
There's no way I'm going to propose to such a person.
I love that.
Yeah, so...
Without thinking, what do you think the biggest lie society tells to women?
What do you mean? Like,
Without thinking. Just the first thing that came to your head as you just thought of that question.
I feel society makes women feel small. Yeah, it's why you see a lot of all this, there's this body doing one thing for women.
Yeah.
It's like you're even now looking at Insta where people are like, oh, I'm representing women in this field, because I think society has made a lot of women feel like they cannot really amount to much. Like at the end of the day, because I remember then, like I studied chemical engineering. That's a motherfucking hard course.
Yeah.
And you said telling us in school then, I didn't know that you still
You got
your husband.
You still marry.
You think I did 6 years because of that, all the nonsense ASU strikes to end up in my husband's house? Like, what are the chances he even studied engineering? Do you know what it means to study engineering in a federal university in Nigeria? I suffered. And I feel society really does. Even then, when I wanted to study engineering, because I had come up from a background of like, oh, I'm going to do medicine, I'm going to do medicine. And I finally decided medicine was not it. My father said, no, you're a woman. You can't do engineering. That's a man's course. I want to study civil engineering. In fact, my father would have died. That's the end. The chemical was even just was
a compromise.
Okay, at least it's chemical. You understand? Civil
was a compromise.
So I think society really just makes women feel like they cannot pass a certain, there's a certain cap. There's a certain cap that you cannot exceed.
Yeah.
Which is why I really love, this whole women in male dominance. I love to see women do things that you would typically find a man doing.
Yeah. So I think, do you think women secretly judge, not even secretly, openly judge women harsher than they do men?
Yes, no.
Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yes, no. Is that a question?
Yes.
You can't be a question. I feel like you're making a statement. Yes. Have you seen, nobody is a harsher critic of a woman than a woman.
Yes.
Nobody is a harsher.
Yes.
Today, you're seeing, I love all the stay-at-home women. I love the stay-at-home wives. I wish I could be a stay-at-home wife. It's just not...
I could convince myself
It's just not in my blood. It's just not my person.
I could convince myself to.
I wish I could. And I love to see them.
Yeah.
And they get judged the most by women.
And they do a lot of work. It's not easy to be a stay-at-home. It is not easy.
It's a full-time job.
In
fact, I do believe that a woman that stays at home should earn an income.
Of course.
Yeah, the husband should
definitely
pay. But you now also see that the women that are striving hard, achieving things, it's also the women that are judging them. You're hearing something like, you're not going to cook for your husband.
Won't you go cook for your husband?
Who
will take care of your children?
Who will take care of your children? After all these things, when your husband eats, you even see all those funny, stupid debates. So if you come back from work by 9 and your husband comes back by 9,
I hate those debates, jeez.
It doesn't make sense.
Who will enter the kitchen? Person that has strength to enter the kitchen.
Why is anybody entering the kitchen? What happened to ordering
in case they don't have money now?
Then drink garri. I don't know, man. Why would anybody enter the kitchen? I feel when it comes to this kind of things, people look at it like there are only two options.
Yeah.
There is always
a third option. Yeah, there's always an alternative.
We can also just go to bed hungry. Do you understand? We don't have to. If you don't have the strength to enter the kitchen, and I don't have the strength to enter the kitchen, and we don't have money
to order in.
Let's just drink water and sleep.
That's why there's cereal there for you. I don't take cereal, but you guys that do that.
My point is, there's always a third option.
There's always a third option.
Nobody see when
always actually.
I'm not married, so I cannot say anything about marriage. But I don't want to believe that when you love somebody and you're with that person, what your goal, your primary goal is to see them comfortable, to see them happy. How can I say I love you and you came back from work by 7 and I'm like, baby, back in the kitchen? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. So that's why when I say this conversation, I'm just like, I'm never gonna be in the kind of position to have this kind of conversations, or to even have a perspective to bring to it because you can't
It's
catch
not my
me there.
story.
No, you can't catch me there.
Oh my God.
You can't catch me there.
So I'm going to do green flags or red flags, right?
I
Now
like
think
this one.
about
So
it.
it feels like speed dating.
A woman that earns more than a partner.
It's just a flag.
Green flag or red flag?
Green flag. Like, there's nothing wrong with that.
That's for you, right?
It will be worse.
Yeah.
Whatever traits you've been seeing, it will increase.
Yeah.
I don't see how I'm going to find myself in
With
that
the kind of person.
situation. I'm not joking. Like, I don't like when I hear these things. It's not a fear thing,
Okay.
right? But it's not. This is supposed to fear you. just small. Like, how will you even bring this kind of nonsense to me? Like, why will you even open your mouth and tell me this kind
What
of
made you see me?
What, like,
and tell me that kind of thing?
The thing, like, it came to your mind. You thought it. You discussed it yourself. You now say, let me
say it out.
Let me say it out. Come on. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't, like, I'll just look at you, like, I can't even respond because what am I supposed
You'll be
to
too
tell
flabbergasted. You'll be like,
what am I supposed to tell you in that situation?
Huh?
So I should leave the 7M and then let's depend on your 1M.
On your 500K or 1M.
I don't even care. Even if it's 4M. It doesn't make sense. Unless, like, of course, these things, like I said, they're not black and white. They are little tidbits.
Shades of grey.
Maybe you're thinking, what are the perks of moving to this other place? Like, imagine leaving Lagos. To Kano. There are things you would look at.
I feel like maybe accommodation, all those other things.
When you look at
the
like
children,
instances, or let's say we have our own house here, and then we don't have to go and rent over there.
Yeah.
But there are people that do that.
Yes.
Okay, you not ask yourself. You not ask yourself this question.
Tenants.
If it was the man that
got
was
this
moving for 7M, would he agree?
Would this be a conversation?
So that's the thing. Conversations like this should not come from a gender perspective. It shouldn't have anything to do with gender at all. It's a simple it's mathematics. It's just plus and minus. That's about it.
So let's ask, this is a very, very spicy question, kind of. So
are you sure my daddy can't hear you?
Please, Onyechi's daddy, please, can you close your ears?
All right.
So it's about isn't and how it intimidates men.
Why are you feeling intimidated?
So I think it was a poll or something. There's this sex therapist or sex whatever on Instagram. And she did a poll on her Instagram once, and she was asking, as a man, are you comfortable with your girlfriend, your wife, your babe, your poly partner, your whatever? Your something, whatever, your partner, your romantic partner, in bringing a vibrator, a sex toy into the bedroom? And you could see a lot of men, even the comments, you could see them saying, am I not enough? What do you need a vibrator for when I am here? Do you get that kind of thing? So
this was like fate.
It feels like fate.
I opened TikTok yesterday, and the very first, and I don't even go to TikTok that often.
Yeah.
But the very first post I saw was this girl that was saying how she was talking about something about sex toys and how I think she had made a previous TikTok, and then women were judging her. Okay. And of course, men were judging her too.
Definitely.
And then she was now saying that she doesn't even give a fuck about the men. They should just pack one side. But the women that are judging her for masturbating, for using sex toys, they are under some sort of religious psychosis. That's what it was. And she was like, how can you say that you don't want to explore your own body?
Okay.
You don't want to know what makes you tick. Now, here's the thing. Why is it not the man that's bringing the sex toy?
Why is it not the man that is bringing the sex toy? Okay?
Like you're saying, if a woman brings in the sex toy into the bedroom, the man will be upset. It should be the man bringing the sex toys.
But this is a situation where the woman is bringing in the sex toy.
You're not getting my point.
I get
my point is, there shouldn't be any uproar because you as the man, you're looking for how to please your woman. We all know that penetration is not quite it for women. Like, research has shown that penetration is not where it's at.
Onyechi's daddy.
Penetration is not where it's at. No, please, this comes from like research. I'm not talking about personal experience, please. Research. Actual scientific research. But can you behave yourself?
If you say so.
Penetration is not where it's at.
Okay.
There are other things.
To be serious now.
There are other things that, like foreplay, like whatever type of foreplay. It's just like how people will tell, it's just like how people will say, when it comes to like sex, is the things that come, like maybe how you open the woman's door for her, how you treated her during the day, before the things that
lead up to it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's not even penetration per se. So if you are really if you're really trying to please,
if you're concerned about,
if you're really trying to please your baby, you're the one that's supposed to bring the sex toy. And if you were the one to bring the sex toy, we will not be having these kind of conversations.
So I feel like you are talking from like a female perspective. What do you think intimidates men about it? Because whether you say this or you don't say this, it actually does intimidate men.
I have not encountered a man that intimidates.
Oh wow!
So I guess you should change your circle. I don't know what else I'm supposed to say to that.
Shots fired.
Because and I like to have this kind of conversations. And when I talk to my male friends about these things, I see men that they're just eager to please. They just want to please. They just want you to feel good. Because I think a lot of times both women and men see sex as something that is done to women. Do you understand? Sex is supposed to be like we're coming together to make something beautiful. The love are getting me. Anyway, point is, if that were the case, if that is the mentality that you are following, because you see a woman, she's on her knees, she's doing all of that, she's doing everything to please this man. You even see women that do other things that they typically wouldn't do now and this and that because
they
it's going to please the man.
Yes. What's this little thing?
What's this little thing?
Yeah.
What's this little? I mean,
that's a very good point.
She didn't ask to wear a strap on.
What if she did?
Things with you, like she didn't ask for that.
She asked for too much.
She asked for too much. So
fair.
In fact, sometimes men that are even down for sex toys are down because it's pleasing them. It's just like how you see a man and a lot of men, they're like, I want a threesome. I want a threesome with my babe. I want a threesome with my babe. But they only want a threesome because it's a girl.
Yeah. And they don't want the other guy.
Please, babes, if a guy tells you he wants a threesome,
ask him to do it with another guy.
Like, it's either you're doing with another guy or maybe you are bi. Like, you're the girl, you're bi, and you're going to get some action from the other girl. You need to put your pleasure
I don't care if you're bi.
first. No.
Do it, ask him for another guy.
Please, if you're bi, bring a lesbian. Bring a lesbian, so I'll see how
do you know how excluded?
So let's see how he, because like it's supposed to be an us thing, not a you thing, Because and that's how you see a lot of women. They don't even understand what pleasure is.
Do you know how many women have not orgasmed before? Sorry to be so whatever.
What?
Let's move on.
In these days, we should talk more about this. What do you think about?
We'll set up one for that, please. Thank you. So, like, what's one thing that you think that women publicly support? I have a perfect answer for this, by the way.
Okay. Of course, you prepare these questions. You definitely
what's something that women publicly support but they secretly judge?
That one go hard.
Do you know my answer?
So what's your answer?
Gay people. When I mean gay people, I mean both girls and guys.
I support gay people.
Of course you do.
Yes, I do.
I feel like I
own your sexuality, baby.
The way see it is that it's like when me and my friend, Tracy, like when me and Tracy are talking, we see a gay person outside, like, okay, don't let me speak for Tracy, let me speak for myself. Outside, I'm like, definitely, I have theoretically, I have no problem with gay people, by the way. I'm not homophobic or anything. But when I see certain behaviors.
Okay, so me, I don't give a fuck if you're gay, you're a lesbian, you're a bi, you're a pansexual, you're any spectrum of your life. What I don't like is when you are, and in fact, I've never, and I don't see girls do these things, like gay girls, even studs.
Yeah.
No matter how they want to behave like men, they're still evidently women.
Yeah.
But you're a man, you are gay. You not think you can be more woman than
me.
How?
And you are challenging my femininity.
No, you're not. You cannot challenge.
No, not challenging my femininity.
You cannot challenge anybody's femininity. My own is just. You cannot now think that. Like, you not see those ones. They are now like too loud, you're swishing. And I'm just like, even me that has been a girl all my life, I won't do this.
I feel like you're doing too much. Like, this is not.
I wouldn't do this. So, if you
what women typically
do, if the gay ones, it's even those trans ones, but we don't get to encounter them
much here.
Actually,
I have a couple.
Trans people are actually not so problematic. I mean the ones that and I don't mean the ones that they say I identify as. No, not those ones.
Okay.
I mean, you've actually undergone all of the surgeries.
Yeah.
Yes. So long as you don't now come and you are there saying, I'm a woman.
But you have...
I'm a woman. I should have the same rights. Baby. You're not a woman.
You're not a woman. You're a trans...
You're a trans woman. You know the one that pisses me off?
What's
When
that?
they now come and call you a
Sis.
woman.
Don't give me titles that I don't want.
Kill me. Just kill me. Just kill me. Just kill
Was
me.
it? There was an argument.
You know what is funny?
What was
I've
that?
never heard the word cis man.
It's always cis
I've
woman.
never.
A cisgender female.
I've never seen cis man.
These are the issues we are talking about, to you guys.
Women that actually transgender, they don't come to start dragging
Men.
They don't come to start dragging masculinity with men.
Those ones are trans.
You see that somehow men are the problem.
Somehow.
You see somehow. Men
I feel like you see that trans. I don't even have a problem with gay people. I'm sorry for saying that. I don't like. You can move on. I don't care. You see trans. You see those ones that you mentioned. Don't give me titles. I went for one rave on the island.
Oh, I should go for a race.
I went for one rave, and you know that
we should go for
we should go for a rave.
Yeah.
There's certain raves that obviously raves in Lagos is very, very LGBTQ packed.
Coded.
It's very, very. There are lots of gay people there.
And actually, I love it.
And I don't have a problem with it.
I love it. Like, I think I went for Monochroma one time.
You went for Monochroma is a gay party.
I went for Monochroma one time, and I was just seeing people being themselves.
I think it was even Monochroma that I was even talking about.
I was so happy for them because I mean, you know, consent.
I don't really care.
I know send, but I was just happy that they're able to find somewhere that they
can be themselves.
Do you understand? It's wonderful.
So I went for that, and I haven't forgotten my story, but I went for Monochroma. I'm not sure it was Monochroma, but it was a rave. I have been to Monochroma. I went to Monochroma once, and if you see this babe, I didn't know that she was a babe at first. She walked up to me. I can't forget, she was wearing this starched white shirt like this. Oh, she was hot.
See,
and she goes, hey, baby. If you see, she just goes, hey, baby. I'd like to dance with you. And I'm like,
take me. Just take me.
I can see your breast, but okay, let's go. Anyways, so by the way, on another rave, I saw this so-called female presenting man. Because that's not a transgender, because I feel like you've not undergone a gender reassignment thing. So she's a man who has a penis that dressed as a woman. And
so
claims
cross-dresser.
Cross-dressers don't claim to be women.
No, he's a gay cross-dresser. You know, these days we have so many
terminologies. Yeah. He claims to be a woman. He wore a little lingerie, the whole thing, and put like breast pads and all those things. But you could see the outline of his penis. And I don't know what happened. And he was challenging another woman. That's not how we girls do it.
I'm sorry, what now?
And I remember, I didn't know when I said we girls.
No, you know, in these kind of cases, here's what I think. Mm-hmm. I think we as women, we give too much attention to these people.
That's going to my next question.
Do you remember how they say the best answer for a fool is silence or whatever they mean? Yeah. Why are you giving attention to this person? In fact, if somebody comes and they are calling me a cisgender,
don't even call me that.
I'll just look at you. I cannot argue with you.
Don't even call me that.
It's a total waste of money.
Me, I'll argue with you. Don't call me that. Cisgender.
Arguing with somebody, is before I used to argue with people. It's when I used to feel like, oh, I have a point. And maybe I can impart my point. I can impart my knowledge on. Nah, that's not how knowledge works. You're not going to take it. So why am I wasting my time? I'm sure I'm not the first or the 10th person to say this.
Fair enough.
So I'm just giving you a platform to make noise.
Yeah.
So keep it moving.
Yeah, that's true.
Just
fair enough. So in today's era of Trump and the whole abolishment. Oh, in Nigeria, it's not even legal in the first place. I'm talking about abortions here. So, firstly, do you think abortions should be legal? That's my first question.
Your body, your choice.
Do you think abortions should be legal?
Yeah, your body, your choice.
Why do you think abortions should be legal?
Your body, your choice. But other than that,
that's what I was waiting for. Other than that,
why are you bringing a child that is unwanted into the world?
It's not even
the children that are wanted, how are they being treated?
How are they even being treated? Do you understand?
Like, you're not even looking at a society. I mean, in Nigeria, it's not like as if we really have a lot of foster anything.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
But when you watch American movies, because much of what we know about these people is from the movies, and there's always you're portraying a lie in all of your movies.
Yeah.
You see that the system that has been set in place to take care of children, it's not quite working out.
It's not.
So if I got pregnant, I mean, I engaged in sex with a man. And I've gotten pregnant. Now me go carry that thing. It's not the man. It's not my problem. You are now a man deciding that me, I should still not. Like, come on. Come on.
I feel like for me, it's even coming from a different perspective. I feel like no matter how much you abolish abortions, it's still going to happen. People have been aborting babies since the days of Hebrew women.
Do you know, I went to Queen's College.
I went to government college. Oh my God.
And I remember those stories. Like me, I don't know. There were stories, like maybe they're true, maybe they're not. But I remember then they would tell us, oh, they used to use hangers to abort babies. And then you're just like, it's just like it's certain where people see, like, there was one time I was having a conversation about weed.
Yeah.
I was having an argument about weed and the legalism of weed. And there was somebody who was saying, oh, weed is so dangerous to society and this and that. And I said, whether you legalize weed
or you don't legalize
weed, the smokers are still going to find weed. So is it not better it is legal and then you can ensure that it is regulated, the weed is not laced with other things, it's coming from the best sources, and then you can tax the weed, the economy
make
can
money from
enjoy.
Do you understand?
That's the most sensible thing, and you can apply that to abortion. You know, people will still abort one way or the other. Maybe they will drink, because there's nothing I've not heard. If you take neem tablets, it will abort the baby. If you drink, do you remember that people were drinking a lot of zobo?
Guy.
If you drink so much zobo, if you do
to color the baby's head.
I mean, if those things don't work and the child is born, it will probably have affected that child in one way or the other. It's a society that would
judge you for having that child.
Yeah. Forget the judgment. It's still a blight on society, because now this person that could have added value, it's not adding any value. Instead, maybe there's
has to be taken care of. Always.
How does that work?
I feel like it's even a thing of no matter how much you hate abortions. When I was you were talking about the whole hunger. I wanted to mention something. Mine was not even I heard. When I was in school, I saw a senior. I think I was at JSS1. I know that I had just entered school, secondary school. I was in boarding school, right? And this senior, she got pregnant. And she told her friend, what was her friend? Just use anger and remove it now. I remember thinking that time, like, anger.
How did this senior get pregnant? I was such a good
people
girl.
Were having, right? When I hear people were having sex secondary school now, I'm like, you guys were having sex.
I was such a good girl.
Are you people serious?
I'm such a good girl. But anyway,
so she put the mirror under, like, she stood, like, spread her legs.
Actually watched.
She was in the middle of the room. And she picked, those metal hangers. And you twist it.
God. We all know that you're supposed to
Jesus. You looked like, and she inserted it. And they kept telling her, go the back. You've not hit the baby yet.
You know,
and my question was, how do you know what the baby feels like?
I feel like abortion it's in a very patriarchal sense. If men were
the ones getting pregnant,
we'll be having different conversations.
Definitely.
If men were the ones carrying these babies, in fact, abortion will be so sweet,
There'll be every way to do it. Different flavors of abortion
will be so sweet, So like, it's just another way of society not allowing women make choices for themselves. Because at the end of the day, you're the one that will carry the baby for 9 months. You're the one that will suffer the postpartum, whatever, and then the daddy will probably still leave you. So now you will see, like, it's your life that has been thwarted. You know, I've been seeing this thing where people are saying, oh, they left the baby, and I'm like, yes,
leave
that child. You know that they're going to leave that body with you, and then they will start a new life. Because you even see a lot of times where people divorce, and it's more often the baby mama that now you're a baby mama. I don't
baby dadas?
No, there's baby daddy, but it's not very common.
Baby daddies are made to sound sexy.
Yeah, like, oh my God, that's my baby daddy. Do you understand? Baby mama sounds like a slur.
Yeah, like a slur.
And you now even see that in most cases, it's the man that has moved on. Because how does the woman want to move on? Now you're carrying the baby, you're balancing work, you're balancing, like, you don't even have time. You don't have time to get dolled up and go out and have fun.
Go out for the next 18 years of your life.
Bruh.
So moving on, do you think there's a pressure on women to pretend like they want to get married? Because you hear, I think it's in this generation, like growing up, I feel like women wanted to get married. I don't know whether they wanted to or I was not living with them, but in my generation, right, you see a lot of women saying, I don't think I want to get married. And it's not as if they've thought about it through and they don't want to get married. But you see them being judged for that. So do you think there's a pressure that society puts on women to even pretend? They don't want to actually get married. They even have to pretend
Actually,
I'm sorry, I have to give you one story. I have an older cousin, like she's a cousin, but she was so older that I used to call her an aunt. She used to tell her mom that I don't want to get married, even as at way back when. And that time it was such a crazy thing. That, what do you mean by you don't want to get married? Okay?
I can imagine.
And she was like, she doesn't want to get married, and our mom would legit bring prophets and pastors
because like you have to be
house.
possessed.
Because you have to.
You
be
just have to be
possessed
possessed.
as a lady. And the thing is that she liked sex. Like she liked men.
How do you know she liked sex?
Because it was a thing. Like she was so bad that she was even on national TV way back when on AIT.
Let's go and find her now.
She was in schooling in OAU. I grew up in OAU, right? And she stayed with us. And once she didn't just come for the weekend. And next thing my parents, we saw her on TV. She had followed one man.
You know, I love your cousin. She knew what she wanted from me.
She didn't
She knew what she wanted.
She didn't tell that she was going for the weekend. She didn't say anything. The next thing,
I aspire to be like.
AIT.
What was she doing?
NCA.
What was she doing?
And she was on the hand of one big man.
You know, when
my mom thought for that is like,
you don't know your cousin. You see, pressure. I think women are feeling some pressure to marry.
But she never got married.
And I love
and
it
she's
for
fine.
her.
And she's
she's doing all right. Yeah. You know, I feel yes, there's a pressure to marry, right? But I also feel like there's a pressure to not marry. What do I mean? There are people that say they don't want to marry, but they actually want to get married. It's just that maybe they are weighing the pros and cons, and you're like, am I not better off alone? Me, I want to marry you. I want to.
Rachel, we all know that you want to marry. You know that you want to get married.
I want to marry, but like, you know, I want to marry a man that wants to be a man.
Do you think at some stage in your life, because you know that sometimes there's this stigma with women getting over 30 and they are even getting married, do you think at that stage they should lower the standards they had in their 20s?
Because of what?
Just to get a man.
Why? Maka, why?
But you know that, but you hear things like that when you get to like a certain age.
You're not old cargo.
You're not saying you can't be picky.
You are.
I also have a story for everything.
You always have a story.
You know that I have a story.
You always have a story.
There was this person that I saw for my mom one time, and she was a typist, and she was getting to like 30, 31. Again, my parents are not the got married. But the lady wanted to get married. She actually wanted to get married, or she felt like she needed to get married, and she clocked around 35, and she still hadn't gotten married. She got to 36, 37, almost entering 40. And there was this man that approached her. Now, this man was in his 60s. That was the first thing. He was in his 60s. He already had grown-up children. Obviously, he's in his 60s.
So, in other words, he was looking for a companion.
Do you understand? And she was in her 30s. She still wanted a child, by the way. Almost 40. And the man was like, I already have children. I'm not going to come and start training a toddler again. And she accepted. Only for midway into the marriage, he started beating her. And she went to tell, I think it was at church or something, I don't know. And everybody was saying, you know that you're 40. If you come out of this one now, where will you see somebody that will marry you?
Maybe she should not have come out. Maybe she should have beaten back. See, I support violence. I support violence too. See, I feel like if your husband beats you, beat him back, bro.
I know that.
Beat him back.
And you know, difference because most of men that I don't know most, but I feel like men that beat women.
Yeah.
Because they've been made to feel like they can.
See,
beat them back once. She said they'll never beat you again.
Maybe they will beat you again, beat him back again.
Beat him back again.
like it doesn't. I can't fathom it. I can't even fathom being slapped. You're going far.
Do you understand?
I can't fathom you. I can't fathom. Forget what we're talking. Forget if I even insulted your dead grandfather. I can't fathom it.
What were you doing that?
And then they will say that women are the emotional ones. Get upset, insult me back, do whatever you want to do. You cannot lay your hand on me. And if I feel like I cannot beat you, maybe I cannot beat you. I'm gonna pay boys.
You just give them small.
See, I will spend my last. There's this babe that's going proper. I think is she Ugandan?
Yeah, no, she's
that I can't remember. I feel like it's Ugandan. That she said that her goal is to beat her. See,
she opened a business.
I want to be her apprentice. Can I open the Nigerian branch? Like, can I open the Nigerian branch? Like honestly, see, if I feel like if I had a platform, or I maybe eventually I have a platform like a social media platform, you know, I feel like I'll have a link where I'll be telling women, if they are beating you, feel this link. I will use my resources we need to beat your husband. I don't know where I read this story about somebody that paid somebody to be beat. Was it her husband or her sister's husband? As he's coming back from work, every day they go jam her for that junction. They go first beat them. They're like daily, like paracetamol. Yeah, that's the. Some people need to taste their own medicine. That's where I draw the line. You don't have any reason to be not a woman. You don't need to be beating anybody. Like whether you are the woman beating the man, because some women do be beating their husband, or you don't have any reason. It's physical violence. It's unnecessary.
So I think earlier you were talking about how you should prioritize your happiness and prioritize. Why do you think women don't prioritize? Like, do you think it's an ingrained thing? Like we've been conditioned.
Yes, now it's a conditioning thing.
So just
it's conditioning. It's just like how I remember growing up. My mom would say, "Oh, your daddy has to get the biggest meat." Or you see how we'll cook, and then my mom would give my dad 2 pieces of meat, and she'll take one. And I'm like,
why?
Why are you taking? Why are you taking? And I will not lie you. As I started to get old, I see myself doing it. I see myself like I'm dating this person subconsciously, and I'm giving them the bigger things. And I ask myself, am I doing this because, like, me, do I want that thing? And that's the mentality I said. Yeah, am I depriving myself of this thing? And if I am, is it because I love you so much and I want to do these things for you, or is it because you are the man? Now that's the way I kind of like try to wait. But yes, I do feel like women have been conditioned to deprive themselves of things just to please.
There's this Nigerian American family on TikTok. I don't know if you've ever seen them, Millicent Zandergs or something like that.
Maybe I have.
You probably have. So most of their content is food content, right? So she has 5 girls or 4 girls, I don't know now. And she just gave birth recently. And she, I know this Debbie and family. So in a foreign
Debbie and family, I think they're Nigerian.
That one that they bring out their plates and they for food.
Okay, and then the father also joins them on the queue. Is it that?
That's Debbie and family, right? So there's the Nigerian American one. So they are Nigerians,
but right? They're American.
But the children are born. But she's a proper. Like, I can't even hear her speak. No, she's an Igbo woman, and her husband is also an Igbo woman.
I love Igbo women.
So what she does is that she tells her children to come out like that. They line up for food like that, and the first plates, she always says, this one is for daddy, and daddy gets the biggest and the best part. So even when she cooks food, she looks for she selects. Wait, I'm coming out. I'm getting somewhere. She's selecting the biggest because this is daddy. I don't know the mindset for her, and people trust her. She's in America. She's in a country where people are allowed to just keep talking. So we're like, why would you do this? Because it gets so bad that she takes the leftovers. She takes the under. Like if it's a burnt pot, she takes the under of the pots. And so it's so bad that even when her husband is not around, like he's not at home at that moment in time, she'll still dish his food, the best part of the food, and take like 3 meats. If everybody's taking 1 meat, to give them. And when she was drawn, after she was drawn to it so much, she said one day she came and she said, "Oh, why won't I give my husband, the man of the house, the one that paid my bride price,
on my head,
the crown? Why won't I give him the biggest?"
I mean, there could be different mentalities.
Because that's how I was taught.
Yeah, there are different mentalities. Like, for instance, if maybe the woman is the stay-at-home wife and the husband is the provider it could be a case of appreciation. Do you understand? But see me, I don't have anything to say. I don't get husband. I don't have husband. I don't have husband. I don't know how he's pinching her. I don't have anything to say, please. I don't have anything to say, I beg. Honestly. But I do feel like there are just some instances, just like how when I was growing up. Yeah, I mean, this one not affect me personally because my dad does not eat poultry.
Yeah.
But I know then you hear where, you cook and the man has to eat the gizzard.
Oh, yes. Oh, even in the village, they don't give women gizzard.
Yeah. I mean, my father does not eat chicken in the first place, so I don't chop gizzard steady. But perhaps if he used to eat chicken, I would not have been eating gizzard. Do you understand? And then you're not asking yourself like, okay, but why? Okay, you mommy, don't you want to eat gizzard?
Isn't gizzard
like you don't want to eat it. Like
that's
why?
My mother told me that she when she was growing up that she never tasted gizzard because in our village women don't eat gizzard.
No, that's crazy.
It's only so what my mom does is that my mom started poultry. She'll kill a chicken, just because
she wants to eat gizzard. Do you know, You know one thing I like about myself? I like to do that thing that they say that women should not do. That thing that they say that thing that they find.
Like,
I want to do that thing. That's what I want to do.
I should be like, gizzard is hungry me.
I feel like sometimes when I wake up in the morning, I think to myself, how can I be a woman in a male-dominated field today? What can I do today? What can I do today that will make me a woman in a male-dominated field? Yeah, because it's the same life we're living. Why should we have so vast? Why should our experiences be so vast?
There's this topic of, I feel like one of the topics I see the most is this submission of a thing. Submission. My ear will not tear on top of this submission. And what does submission mean to your nature?
To surrender.
To surrender.
That's submission now. Ha. But like I mean, hold on. I feel like I need to Google this. I'm sure, but I do think submission.
Please, in marriage.
Submission meaning literally.
In marriage.
It means to surrender.
In marriage.
Accepting or yielding to a superior force. You know, whether it's marriage or not, I think the woman should submit to the man, and the man should submit to the woman. See.
How does that work?
See, I don't know how people view relationships, marriages, but for me, it's supposed to be a partnership, cohesiveness. I hope I not use that word wrong. But
what did you say? Cohesiveness.
But like, if both of us are coming together to form a partnership, then there is no superior person. And if we're submitting, we're not supposed to be submitting to one another, but to the relationship. Like, yes, we're supposed to submitting to the relationship. So it's like maybe this relationship supersedes me. Do you understand? As an individual, it's not that you, my husband, you are superior to, but the relationship supersedes me. It's why even if today you have to, like, maybe you're inconveniencing yourself or you're making a compromise that doesn't really benefit you, it's because you're looking at, I am surrendering to the relationship, not particularly to the person. So that whole women submit to your bullshit. And if you see, they will soon use Bible to argue it. The Bible was written by patriarchs. I don't want to know. Yeah. No. I believe in the Bible. I believe in God. I just feel like the way they framed it was framed. You know, words have so much impact. And the perspective you used to tell this story, and another person used to tell the story is not the same. You see that a lot of people, when they make all these funny arguments, they use the Bible as a basis. Yeah. And it's because even back then, the world was a patriarchal world. So why then would they include anything about women?
Do you think the world will ever stop being a patriarchal world?
In my own lifetime, probably not. Maybe in another person's lifetime, but in my own lifetime, nah, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. And it's not going to happen primarily because women themselves
are patriarchal.
Yeah, like women themselves. It's just like how you look at Nigeria now and you're thinking, Nigeria is in shambles. We need to fight for ourselves, right? And then you're not asking yourself. Someone's saying, look at other countries, they are protesting. You're not asking yourself, if I go and protest now and they tell this guy beside me, I'm going to give you 10K, won't he kill me? So is that same setting? Why do you want to go to war for people that are not even going to support you? And that's why the world is not going to change, because the women that shoot up. Back when I was in school, then I remember, and I wanted to pick the form for presidency, and I was just asking the girls in my department, would you vote for me? And I know how many, no, I would not vote for you. Okay, why wouldn't you vote for me? You're a girl. That was it.
Just you're a girl.
Plain and simple. It was not you're not qualified. Because when you even think about it, what is the qualification? What's the qualification? I mean, when I finally entered Desha, I asked myself what I was doing there, because I hate politics so fucking much.
Just to prove that
I hate. As a kid, I used to say that I was going to be a female president of Nigeria. What a dead dream! I hate politics so much. It's just so nonsensical, because the shege I saw in that position, I saw so much shege, and I was asking myself, why? it's not like as if I was a faculty president or departmental
Departmental,
president. What is all this politics
About,
for?
yeah.
Why? What was the need for it? And I remember that time, because like all the people around me were guys, be it the ones that were in higher levels that just could not focus on their studies and graduate, or the ones that had even graduated that couldn't focus on their graduation. You understand? And then I was just like, it was always the men. I didn't see any woman advising me. It was always men. And that time, they used to tell me how I was such a pain in their ass. If not a guy you be now, we know for... Well, evidently. You know what? I think maybe Nigeria needs a female president. Maybe if we had a female president, things would change. I did not say they would change for the better.
Oh wow!
But they would change.
This tenure taught us change doesn't necessarily mean
Yeah, like it might not change for the better, but at least it will be something. It will not be truly something different. Yeah, it will truly be something different. Particularly if like we're able to get a female president that is not in anybody's pockets.
Okay, yeah, exactly.
Because she's gonna make life so hard. So hard for, because you see that most of the people around her will be men. It won't even be women, because women really don't care like that. Like, don't stress us.
Do you see?
Don't stress us.
This new vice chancellor of University of Lagos is a woman, and you see men wanting to die. She's so difficult to work with, and I promise you, it's not because necessarily because they're thinking she's a woman, but they're thinking because she's doing this thing like this because she's a woman.
It's definitely because in their heads they're like, why should a woman be bossing me around?
Do you understand? They don't understand getting instructions.
Why should a woman be bossing me around?
And I love that woman. Professor Sade, please keep it up. I love you.
Why should a woman be bossing me around?
But I love you. And everything.
It's that simple. It's that simple.
On the closing notes, if you were to tell anybody listening to you, a woman, your younger self, your future self, if you could tell them something about being a woman and just anything, just telling them something about being a woman, what they should prepare for and what they should just hold there, just give them a note, just say something about being a woman and Happy International Women's Day and everything.
Let me take off my glasses.
Oh please, yeah, it has been talking
You don't tell me I'm taking it off all this while, but I do feel like the only advice I would give my younger self, my future self, the other woman, every other woman, like, oh, you're a woman, you just need something. Just be yourself, man. Do you and let the world adjust. It's literally that simple. Do you, let the world adjust, and have as much audacity. Have as much audacity as the Nigerian male.
Please do. Please.
I did not say a man. The Nigerian male as in specifically, because Nigerian men are so audacious.
Where did they get it from?
The audacity is. Do you know? I don't even. When I see that audacity, I just look at it and I'm like, wow, real recognize real, because that's how audacious I'm gonna be. And that's just it. Just own your truths and just be audacious. Because the world is going to try to bring you down. And nobody's coming to save you, but you. So.
That was beautiful. See that audacity that she said? Think about how audacious you can be and multiply it by 1 million. That's how like the audacity you should have. People should be asking you, you chop liver, which liver? Like, where did you see it?
I feel like one other thing I would add is I'm reading philosophy, and it's actually very interesting. And I'm reading this book called The Courage to be Disliked. Beautiful book, by the way. You should read it.
I will.
And one thing
I disliked a lot.
One thing I picked in that book is that everybody has their own tasks. What does that mean? Like me now and you and our relationship. Your own task, like my task to you is maybe, okay, let's say, I'm looking for like a perfect experiment. Let's say we were dating. My task to you is to love you. And if you don't worry yourself with my task, you'll be fine. I don't know if I don't know if it's like, don't worry about your own task. Don't worry about my So how I'm going to tie this in is worry about your own task.
Yeah.
Don't worry about another person. It's like, oh, do they like me? That's not your problem. That's not your burden. That's their burden. It's like how people will say, oh, I'm so embarrassed. That's what they say. Embarrassment is a thing of the mind. Period. The person that is embarrassed, it's not you. It's just like how a madman is walking on the streets. He's not embarrassed.
He's not embarrassed.
It's you
On his
embarrassed on
behalf.
his behalf. Yeah, so and that's just kind of like what audacity is, if you ask me. Be audacious enough. And if it bothers another person, then that's their problem.
Then you learn how to not be like, because you will not be like, not everybody will like you.
That's their problem.
If everybody likes you, something is wrong with you. You're not jollof rice.
Everybody doesn't like jollof rice.
Can you imagine? You're not champagne. I don't know.
Plantain.
I don't even like plantain, but like,
You're just a dead guy. But anyway, that's the one advice I would give. Just be you, be audacious.
let me tell you what your task is in my life, to annoy me.
And I am living up to it.
Fair.
Like that task, I don't even play with it.
Fair enough. She does annoy me.
You see, so I know my task. And I'm doing it as I should. So you worry about your own task.
What's my own task like this? To make you laugh.
To love me. I love it when my friends are in love with me. Ify, I don't even know why, but Ify is in love with me. So, yeah. And now we can close today's segment on that note.
So, to every woman that is listening to this, remember that your story matters. Onyechi, your story matters.
Yes, your story matters.
Your voice matters. Your choices, importantly, matters. And on that note, we would be leaving you. Happy International Women's Day. I would love to see women more on top. You guys.
And standing up for themselves.
Do better. We need to do more. We need to change this world that we are in. It might not be in our generation, but
it will not be in our generation. Some things you have to accept.
And that's it for
but at
this
least
episode.
we can perhaps lay the foundation.
The foundation, yes.
It cannot even be the foundation. The foundation has been laid.
Yeah.
We can
continue
add
stepping.
some blocks. Yeah.
So it was nice to have you guys. So comments, like, share this video. Make sure you tell us what the rubbish that Onyechi said, and let's just do this. It was nice having you. Bye, guys.
Nice.